As a reminder, the raffle is currently in swing, and you know, as we get lower in the divisions, the raffles get less and less people entering them, so make sure you're entering them. They still count the same, 500 tokens per map. Alrighty. Believe who's attacking first? Polar will be attacking first. So Polar selected the map. Ragu got to pick attack or defense, and they chose defense.
This should be interesting.
I think this has the potential. And don't clown on me if it's not. I think this has the potential to be the best match of the season. Just looking at these lineups, this feels extremely even to me. I think this is going to be good.
I prefer tactical precision over brute force.
It has map 3 written all over it. What's up, Mr. Criminal? Good to see you, bro.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
All right. Polar going to be starting on attack. They're going to be running a Winston dive comp, it looks like. While Ragu's going to be bunkering down with the Ramatra. Kirby already in deep, but they're going to be on that venture, so they're going to be able to escape underground. Nice play to get Ragu there. Almost finishes off the Genji. But Godnilla will be able to finish off Yanabear in the meantime. And Ulysses taking a ton of heat by that Ramatra. Forced back a bit. What you got for third game? Let me think about that. Gosh, that'll be close. Junior, don't hate me, but I think Saturn will win the third game. But I do think it will be close. Polar able to escape a little bit here, and now they are getting closer to the center of the map. Ulysses will be able to take out Simber while Stickman takes out Mocha. So we're looking at a 4v4. Ulysses keep their rampage going, though, taking out Kirby Linky. And now they are free to attack the rest of this Ragu squad. Godnilla going to be antsied, and Polar going to get a nice team fight win there to get this payload moving along. Some insane glazing spicy fries, but I get it. There are a few Genji players that deserve that level, but I do think Kurai is in that conversation. Godnilla sitting on a Ramatra ult, currently the only ult online. Snake Eyes is about to get their Nana, though. We'll see if it comes out here. Blasting Yanabear almost finishes them off just with the primary fire. Stickman, meanwhile, going to blow up Mocha. I think they've blown up Mocha already once this match. Stickman, there's a lot of Junkrat. We don't see a whole lot of Junkrat in the SOL, so it's always fun to get a little bit more character diversity. And it looks like just getting that one kill is enough to force back Polar for the time being.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Doesn't matter if it's your buddy, that's insane glazing. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Now we are getting to the point in the fight where almost everybody has an ultimate ready to go. Oh, the aggressive anti. It drops right on Snake Eyes. Not that it would have mattered anyway, as Stickman is going to blow them up with a tire. Dirty little 3K for Stickman. And Polar is getting down to just a minute left to make this work. Champ double kill on the Kiriko.
60 seconds remaining.
The Kitsune is ready.
And Polar, not a whole lot of opportunities left here. They do have an insane amount of ults ready to go, though. But Ragu, you don't want to count their ult economy out either. They still have Ramatra ult. They're going to have Kiriko Rush, and they're about to have Venture's ult, which I kind of forget what that is called. It started off with the Cry Blade, going to jump directly on Simber. Slicing up Champ. That's both supports gone. Vanilla going to be able to take them out using that Kiriko ult on the ground for sustain. Stickman blows up Ulysses. Mocha gets Kirby. Pretty close so far. I believe currently Polar's winning this team fight. If Godnilla can stay up, though, could be a huge factor to Simber coming back on the Lucio, it seems, just to give Godnilla some health. They are holding nicely here, but now it's going to be time for Polar to use their second wave of ultimates here, and it's going to lead to an immediate double kill, triple kill. Polar's going to be all right. It got a little scary there. They just have to finish off Kirby, which they will, and they're going to be able to get it. Almost with the first point hold completely. Not going to happen. Thank you for the 3 stream streak, Mr. Criminal. Appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by 3 times in a row. Kirby gonna be done with the venture here, gonna be moving over to the Reaper, looks like. This is a true battle of the flex DPSs. We had Venture, Junkrat against Genji, Echo. Not a hit scan in sight. Oka will get the first strike, though. Going to blow up Kirby Linky. Here comes a Stickman Tire. It's going to get caught out in the open without any value, but Godzilla will take out Ulysses in the time being, so that means Ragu has their tank online while Force is going to be respawning. Mocha in a rough position, bounces their head off, but I think they'll be all right. Trying to force back this Genji. They will. Stickman lands the final blow, but he's going to pay for it with their life. Ulysses going to get some revenge. 34 HP, and going to be able to escape. It's a nice thing of playing against teams without any hit scan heroes, is that from range, you're pretty safe. Probably gearing up for another ult battle. We almost have Nano Ramatra ult. Kirby gonna go down first again to Mocha's bombs. Both tanks gonna jump on the enemy backlines, but Godnilla's gonna get a triple kill. It's juicy. And with 30 seconds left, the stagger here on either Polar player could be brutal. They're gonna get the Winston, probably the worst case scenario, by still in enemy territory. And Stickman gonna take them out as well, with the champ providing the distraction.
They can't beat me if I keep on trying.
Now Polar gearing up for their last opportunity to touch. They will be able to touch. They're gonna have both DPS ults in the bank here to work with. They're gonna go ahead and copy the Ram. Good choice. Ramatra alt copy could be huge. Waiting on the blade with their one shot. They need some help before they can jump into it. Stickman might put an early into that though. Nobody down yet. Too scared of the tire to get close. It's gonna get Yana Bear. Kirby Linky gonna stop Karai's blade with the Reaper ult, and it's hard to tell who's even on the payload right now. Be finishing off Snake Eyes. Ulysses, the only Polar player left. If they can finish them off, they'll be able to stop them short. They finally are able to take them out, and overtime's gonna kick down. And the payload gonna be stopped just under halfway to point number 2.
0 to 1. Switching sides.
Polar Fool hold on first point. Let's see. I like how even the prediction was for this too. 53% on Ragu, 47% on Polar. Nice even prediction. Pretty good start from Ragu here. They almost full held first point. But when that didn't work, they didn't even let them get half of the next control point.
Together, it strikes him down.
So they've got their win condition.
I was stepping. Did anyone read the mission brief? Yes.
And I said this was a really important match for both these teams. Let me go into why that is. Outliers, Division 2 team. They are 3-0. Outliers is a playoff team. Only 3 teams are going to make the playoffs, so that's 1. 2 playoff spots ready. Evergreen. Evergreen's 2-1. I haven't done the math, but I think it's... I don't think it's possible for Evergreen not to make playoffs. So if you're doing the math here, Outliers, Evergreen, that leaves 1 more spot. Guardians, unfortunately for Guardians, they're 0-3. They are not making the playoffs. So that means only one of these two teams are going to be that last team that makes the playoffs. And head-to-head record is the first tiebreaker in this league. So if they finish with the same record, but one of these teams beat each other in their head-to-head matchup, that's going to be deciding who goes to the playoffs and who doesn't. So this is basically kind of a play-in match for these two teams. Winner will probably go to the playoffs. Loser will probably win. So that's why this match is so big. Kirby on the Widowmaker, interestingly enough. Nobody dead yet, but the Ryan is on the high ground. Ain't gonna drop down now. Let's see, an unfortunate matchup coming out on Zarya versus Ryan. Snake Eyes finally gets the opening pick there. Ragu gonna lose 2 players, but Stickman is gonna make it a 3v3, getting a double kill indoors. And crucially, they take down the tank. The payload's gonna keep moving. Snake Eyes, my goodness. Takes a losing team fight, and with just a few bombs, is turning it into a winning one. Probably gonna be nanoed. We saw this in the last match too. A nanoed Genji with no blade, still able to do quite a bit of damage. And it's gonna allow Polar to stabilize. Kirby gonna be heading back to the Venture. Stickman with a tire on their way back, and they're gonna go ahead and nano the Reinhardt. We'll see what Godnilla can do with this. Everybody's kind of clearing out of the way. Don't really want to deal with the Nano Ryan, but Stickman gonna use that distraction to get a double kill from their own spawn. Looks like Ragu will clean up here. Don't think Polar's gonna be able to stop them. We'll get a last second kill on Champ. Barrel take a quick nap before being blown to bits. And now Ragu has 4 minutes, and they're dancing because they know it's looking good. They have 4 minutes to get payload to that place on the ground. A little tiny spot over there. Polar's gonna need the hold of a lifetime to stop them short. Have a Karai blade up and loaded. Let's see if they drop it on him. 2 meters away. Shatter's gonna come out, and it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna lead to 2. The blade's also coming out, though. It's gonna find Simber. Godnilla will swing their hammer till the map is over. Ragu gonna get that first map. Means Polar will be selecting map number 2. Gonna go up 0. But I have a feeling things are about to get a little bit closer. Why would I think that? Well, Polar just put in some subs, and I think these are some serious subs. Heathens Inc. A certified Lucio God is coming in. They'll be coming in for Yanabear on this Coliseum map. And Sisu, a player I haven't seen before but have heard from, I think the team ownership is a very high-ranked player, is going to be coming in from Mocha on DPS. So Ragu might be feeling pretty content with that last map, but I think they have a nasty surprise.
Lovely armor for a mission, isn't it?
How much did Heathens pay me to say that? Hold on, let me check.
Why have I got this detonator again?
5,
Confidential, not allowed to say.
3, 2, 1.
I had to glaze Heathens a little bit because everybody hates on them and I don't think they deserve it. So I had to balance it out a little bit with the ultimate glaze. All right, kicking off Coliseum. We're gonna have Godnilla on the Rhine again. We're gonna have Ulysses on the Zarya again. been fun watching Simber play a lot of these. Simber, one of my good friends in real life. Play a lot of comp with him. Former owner of Ragu, too. Until Swissy took over, and Swissy's been doing a great job with Ragu. Big shout out to Swissy, aka Hyper Swiss. Ulysses getting low on the front line, but pretty high charge. Gonna want to make sure they keep this Zarya alive, but the Zarya matchup against Orion is never fun. And Ulysses might be in a rough spot here. Karai gonna get the opening pick, but Ulysses is gonna go down. Karai double kill, gets both of them with the slash. Stickman gonna get Sisu. And Stickman's in trouble, I can tell. Karai smells blood in the water. They definitely want to get this Junkrat. Vanilla gonna go for the shatter. I don't know if it got anybody. Heathen's Ink will finish what Karai started. And it looks like Polar is stabilizing here. Poor Godzilla not able to properly fight this Genji and this Lucio because they're Orion Heart. It's gotta be the most frustrating thing. Kirby and Karai gonna have a skirmish. Karai gonna be able to take out Kirby on the outskirts. Stickman loaded up with a tire here. Nano online as well, but Blade on the side of Polar ready to go. Polar's gonna snatch this lead back. Put Chris in. Chris was supposed to start today, but they are not in the lobby. I'm not sure Chris is available today. Obviously a big part of this Ragu team. One of the best tracers I've ever watched personally. Stickman's gonna let it rip and gonna blow up Heathens. Sisu gonna take out Stickman though. Godnilla on the Roadhog now. Gonna get a double kill there. They just gotta finish off the DPS. Rai might be able to get out of here. But the ult economy is flipped on its head right now. Everybody on Polar besides Snake Eyes with an ult ready to go. Ragu with essentially nothing. They might steal the lead back here though. They will. Rai almost touched, but a beautiful hook there to stop the Genji and force them out. Ragu will steal the lead, but they're probably about to get ult dumped. Unless they're able to fight long enough to get their ults online, like the Roadhog ult or the Venture one. Now they will unload some scrap. They've got the Zarya in their sights, and they're going to take them out. That's a huge pick. But it's going to be a 4v4 as Stickman is taken out by the Genji. Champ is going to find Sisu. Rai finds Champ. Polar really holding on to these ults. Don't want to hold on to him too long. Simber will find Karai with the nade. Almost gets Heathens. Does get Heathens. Double kill from Simber. Chris is with family. Gotcha. I have to hope the rest of the Ragu squad can fight in their honor here. Forgot there were games today? Ouch. Every Saturday and Sunday. Come on. Ulysses decides it's grab time. Gonna get just Kirby, who gets Nano. And that grab is not going to get a singular kill. Karai's going to jump in, though, and slice up Champ. And it looks like Polar is stabilizing here. Don't get too close to the Junkrat, or else that'll happen. But a great push by Ragu. They somehow got that checkpoint. Personally, I feel like Polar maybe should have used some of those ultimates a little earlier to try and stop Ragu from getting that checkpoint. But what's done is done. They're going to have to work with what they got here. They could just as easily snatch this lead right back. Rai going to find Kirby for the opening pick. Bob's gonna come in here and start doing something. Gonna get Champ. Now Polar winning crucial team fight. Now they're gonna be coming up on this checkpoint. Halfway through the game, It's not dire for them yet, but it would be very comfortable, I think, for them if they can get this control point here and kind of even out this game a little bit. But Stickman's going to have another tire, and I have a feeling we're about to see it in just a second. But they might know where the Junkrat is. I mean, look at all that spam they're shooting through that window. Stickman does not care. Gonna drop it on him. Oh, are we going to see a combo? Are we going to push Polar players into the tire? No. But that doesn't matter. They'll get Sisu. That's an opening pick. That's massive. And that's going to force the supports kicking and screaming back to the spawn to regroup with their team. Who won Div 1? Hunters won Division 1 3-1. Went to 4 maps. Hunters are officially 4-0. They won all of their regular season games. They'll be the #1 seed in the playoffs.
I'm here. They've taken possession of the robot.
Nano online. Now we're gonna find Sisu.
You're powered up.
Timber gonna give Godnilla a parting gift of Nano as they die. Heathen's going to drop the beat down. Give their Polar teammates some life. And Polar is gonna snatch the bot and start running away from the team fight. Great bubble there. Heathens would have been cooked. Ulysses saved them. Heathen's just harassing this Roadhog. Well, you didn't learn your lesson. Ulysses can't bail you out both times. Godnilla with a 110% hook accuracy here, just not missing. Forces Ulysses in a corner and finishes him off. Now they might have got a bit too big for their britches, taking a ton of damage from the Polar DPS, and they're going to go down to Karai. Might turn out to be big.
We have the robot.
What nefarious plot is Kirby cooking up here? Uh-oh. Kirby in position for the biggest venture alt of all time. Maybe. Never mind. Here comes the grab. They're going to try and do grab blade and Moira ult. They will make sure these guys are good and dead. Somehow, a couple players like Stickman and Godnilla still survive that anyway. They'll be finished off. And now Polar probably going to snatch this lead here. The robot's going to do its little idle animation, which will give Ragu a couple seconds to regroup. In the meantime, Kirby's going to jump on in and stall. Probably a good idea here. Gotta make sure they don't get immediately farmed, though. Stickman going to try and stop them short from taking the lead with only 1:30 on the clock. This is the time to strike. The robot's moving, though. They got to stop them, or else they're going to snatch this lead. You steal the robot back. And it looks like Ragu's stabilizing. Heathens, I think, kills themselves. December takes out Sisu, but Godnilla in trouble once again. Zarya is mega charged. Going to be able to take out Champ before they go down. All right. Desperation for Polar here. Their season is on the line. They can't get this bot back here and tie up this match. They are, I think it might technically be possible, but they are basically eliminated from the playoffs. They would need Ragu to lose the next 3 matches. I mean, their next 2 matches. No, they still wouldn't make it. Yeah, they're cooked. If Polar doesn't win this, they're cooked. They'll still stay in Division 2 because I believe Guardians are the ones going down to Division 3 next season. But Polar's got to lock in if they want to have a chance this season. Karai putting so much heat into Champ, but just getting pocketed by Simber. Not going to be able to find the kill, unfortunately. A lot of pressure, though. Making a lot of space for the rest of the team to operate. Godnilla going to be anti, going to try and use it to finish off the tank. Rav gets everybody, but they are already low on members. Sisu going to take out Champ. Karai with a blade to try and save the Polar season, but going to get trapped, unfortunately. Overtime is going to tick down as Ragu is going to win and go 1-2 one on their season. Who gets it done in 2. Playing on both polar map picks, winning both. That trap might turn out to be huge.